Today we are going to talk about an empire which perhaps was the most prosperous empire in the world. These people had captured kingdoms till the river Ganga, even though their capital was in Tanjavur. So imagine what power these people had at their peak. The Cholas rebelled against Ashoka and carved out their empire in the 3rd century BC. From the beginning, they relied on sea trade as far as Egypt and Rome. In 850 AD, the Cholas were nothing but vassals of the Pallavas. In 850 AD, the Pallavas had grown quite weak. Taking advantage of this, Vijayalaya Chola, the king of that time, captured Tanjavur. Then he captured territories till the Tungabhadra river. In 900 AD, the Pallavas collapsed, leading to the birth of the Chalukyas and the Kalingas. Then, in 947 AD, came the birth of an especially important king, Raja I. Raja I was the first king in India who made a naval army, which helped him and the king succeeded him a lot. He started trading with kingdoms on the Silk Road. Wait, what? The Silk Road? Isn't that in North India? You must be thinking that, right? You see, the Silk Road was a marine route for kings to trade continentally. This allowed both Romans and the Malaysians to trade with each other. In 1000 AD, he set out for a campaign. In approximately 1000 AD, he set out for a campaign to loot and capture many territories in the kingdoms of the Pandyas and the Cheras. You might think Raja Chola did not contribute to literature and art and only focused on expansion. Well, you're wrong. A big contribution to the Sangam age was given by Raja Chola. His last campaign was on Sri Lanka, where he captured most of it. Unfortunately, he died in 1014 AD at the age of 67. His reign started in 985 AD and lasted till 1014 AD. The next king succeeding Raja Chola was Rajendra Chola. His first campaign was against the Lankas under the leadership of Raja Chola. With their elite navy, they ravaged the Lankas and captured a massive part of it. With a massive loot, he returned to Tanjavur. After his father, Raja died, Rajendra inherited the throne. Once again, his elite navy helped him capture territories in the Maldives and the Andaman Islands. He then captured north into Chalukyan territory, south into Lanka, and west into the territories of Cheras and Pandyas. After this, he might have just said, I'm done. Oh, but he was just getting started. Then he dropped a nuclear bomb on the eastern seaboard. Not literally nukes, because nukes were not there at the time. Then he gathered a massive army to capture territories till the Ganga. On the way to the river Ganga was a kingdom called the Kalingas, so this kingdom had to be captured too. He captured the Kalinga kingdom. Then he captured the kingdoms of the Palas. But he didn't claim these kingdoms, they became his vassals. You might think he only captured and didn't focus on trade. Because of trade, the Cholas reached at their peak. The Cholas had a trading rival, the Sri Vijayans. There was an empire in China that traded with the Cholas and the Sri Vijayans and other empires. China had built a trading ship which could travel for long distances and which could cover a lot of luggage. So, because of this trading ship, the Chinese didn't have to stop at one place and go at another. Because of this ship, the Cholas began to lose trade. Then the Cholas decided to make a naval campaign on Srivijaya. Before I tell you about this naval campaign, let me tell you where Srivijaya is. Srivijaya is somewhere around Indonesia and Malaysia. The Cholas won against the Srivijayans. After Rajendra died, the Cholas lived till 1279 AD. It lost territories in the Maldives, Srivijaya, and the Ganga Valley, but it due to the rise of the Pandyas and the Muslim kingdoms, and eventually in 1279 AD, after 1500 years it was born, it became only a memory. If you want to support my mission to share the amazing history of India with others, please share to whoever you know.